Hello everybody, this is Goose and Fox coming at you with a 500 cost rated match here in Uma Lightning's Gelgoog High Mobility type. We're going to be on Underground Base for this match here, and this is going to be the level 2 version of Uma's Gelgoog, and I'm also going to be using the Gelgoog Beam Rifle. And yeah, Uma's Gelgoog is a suit I've been meaning to talk about for quite a while now, ever since it got its adjustment back in May of 2025 when they did the second wave of 30 unit adjustments. This suit was part of that list, and yeah, ever since I started playing it after the adjustment, I've really been enjoying using the Uma's Gelgoog. Back then, the suit was never really a go-to of mine. Sometimes I would play it, but it really wasn't on the top of my list or anything. I would usually be playing just other suits at really specifically 450 and 500. I don't know if I've used the higher cost versions of the suit yet. I may have used the level 4 at some point, but really most of my memory with the suit that I can remember is with its level 1 and 2, so point is, I didn't really use it too much until after the May adjustment when I started trying it out, and that's because the May adjustment really did a lot of wonders for Uma's Gelgoog here. And I just kind of want to go briefly over the unit adjustment here since it's a pretty short list, so I'll kind of just do a quick summary here. I should also mention that Uma's Gelgoog is a general type of mobile suit, but yeah, you did get some increased part slots for the Gelgoog here, and on top of that, you also got the skill these skills, you got Pursuit Range Ox Program and Pursuit Melee Ox Program for the levels 1 through 3 of this suit. And originally, those two skills were only on the level 4, I believe, so pretty much the skill at level 1 became standard for all of the other levels of the Uma's Gelgoog, while the level 4 got the level 2 versions of those skills. And on top of that, you also got a buff to one of the sub-weapons, that being the Armor LV5 missile pod, where the power was increased from 400 to 450, and the weapon switching time was shortened. And on top of that, you also got a new sub-weapon, that being the Armor LV5 missile pod Incinerary. And much like the name suggests, it is going to be a pair of rockets that, will do burning damage to a enemy mobile suit. Though, unlike the regular missile pod, you do only have 3 missiles with this one, so just something I thought I'd mention there, but yeah, really a lot of good stuff here. The missile pod, both the buffed version of the regular missile pod and the new Incinerary one, really do wonders, and it's really good to combo into the Gelgoog Beam Rifle. And, because the Uma Lightning Gelgoog, it does also have the option of using both the giant bazooka or the 4-tube missile launcher, and prior to the unit adjustment I used to only see most players using the 4-tube missile launcher, but now I think I see more Uma Gelgoogs tend to use the Gelgoog Beam Rifle in comparison, so I think it's because from what I've heard playing the suit on stream, I was using it and it was mentioned to me that using the Beam Rifle with the missiles does pair to make some really good leg breaking, so that could be why more players are using the Beam Rifle. But even in general, I feel like the Gelgoog Beam Rifle just works really well with the suit when you pair it with the missiles. The missiles are really good for getting accumulation staggers, so you can get a pretty good setup if you go with a instant stun with the Beam Rifle and then go in for the missiles. Both the base and incinerated ones, they're really good for getting accumulation, so again, I think that's a really good strong suit with the buffed Uma Lightning Gelgoog here. And really, yeah, I just really like what they have done with the suit. I've been trying to play this suit more than I used to in the past, really trying it out and getting the hang of it, and yeah, have really just kind of been enjoying it. So really, again, just wanted to talk about the unit adjustment for the suit, even though I know it's something that's like way in the past, not way in the past, but like 2 months ago, we've already had 2 more rounds of unit adjustments with things like that, but I just couldn't skip out on the Uma Gelgoog, at least trying to talk about it in a dedicated video. I just think they did a lot of really good wonders for the suit, and I really wish this is something we'll see applied to more Gelgoogs in the future, more of them getting these sort of just, in general, like, overhaul buffs. I would really like to see that with, like, the Gelgoog ground type VD. I think that suit could definitely use some sort of overhaul. Maybe like the Gelgoog high mobility type VG, even though that suit I think is pretty good where it is right now. I don't have a whole lot of issues with the high mobility type VG. I actually think that's one of the Gelgoogs that seem to hold up a lot better than some others, but even that one I would like to see it get some type of adjustment to, again, just kind of help it keep up with the more current state of the meta. So, you know, again, I just really want to see this treatment really applied to more of the older Gelgoogs. I think they did amazing with the Uma Lightning Gelgoog. And again, this is a suit that I really just did not use a whole lot in the past, and it's become one that I've slowly been using more and more. So, yeah, I think that would be really cool to see in the future with some of the other Gelgoog variants. But, yeah, that's mainly what I wanted to talk about here. I don't know if any level of the suit has a double dodge roll. Maybe at the higher levels it might have it, but I'm gonna check that real quick. I didn't check before the video. I know you got the Pursuit Melee Ox program, which is really good, but yeah, no, okay, so it just has the single dodge roll. So I don't know. I didn't know if the higher levels maybe had a double dodge roll. I know some suits, when they get to like the higher levels, sometimes they got a double dodge roll, but no, Uma's Gelgoog, not the case here. But no worries. I think the one dodge roll is you know, really enough for the Uma Gelgoog anyway for all the things it's able to do. So, yeah, really good damage dealing suit now with just what it has. Looks like we managed to get the enemy base, so I'm just trying to give the orders to fall back here since I do see the enemy team is getting closer to our base. So, you know, probably best to spawn in here and kind of protect the area. But yeah, just, again, really wanted to talk about the Uma Lightning Gelgoog here. I really don't have too much else to say aside from, you know, I really like the adjustments they did with it. I think they added some cool stuff. I really can't think of anything else to really add with the Uma Lightning Gelgoog. I think they kind of gave it everything they could, and, yeah, that's really about it. So we're just gonna let the last few seconds of the match play out here. And, you know, we'll see how we ended up doing in, you know, this 500 cost match with the level 2. I definitely need to see if I can play the higher cost versions of the suit at some point, because either I rarely played them or I haven't played them yet. I don't remember which one, so I definitely want to see if the suit is any good at the higher costs, and just, you know, just kind of give it a fun test there and see how it goes. But hey, mission completed. Let's see how we did here, and I did manage to get top in assists, and we actually had a full general team as well. But second place with second in individual and second in damage, 4 kills and 2 loss. So, yeah, not too shabby of a match there for the Uma Lightning Gelgoog, and yeah, that's going to be everything for the match there. And again, just to kind of wrap things up, I really hope more of the Gelgoogs that we have in the game already, a lot of the older ones, start getting like this level of attention. Ever since I kind of started that campaign a while back, not even a while back, it wasn't even that long ago, so I don't even know why I'm using a while back, but ever since I just kind of started playing all the different Gelgoogs and then like played the Uma Lightning Gelgoog, you know, it's kind of like seeing like a night and day difference. Like, this is like the type of things they could be doing with these older Gelgoog suits. Really just giving them some just love and attention to really make them more viable suits in the current meta. And I just think for the Gelgoogs, it really is worth it, since I've always found the Gelgoog line of suits to be really fun in this game. I've mentioned it in an older video, I believe, that the Gelgoogs, you know, they're all technically the same suit, you know, they're all Gelgoogs, but they all kind of play differently. They all kind of have their own little thing going on, like their own little, like, quirks and gimmicks and whatnot, and I think that's really cool for just how many Gelgoogs are in the game. So, again, I would just really like to see more of the older Gelgoogs, at least the ones that, really need the attention, get some type of buff in the future, especially the Gelgoog cannon. I talked about the Gelgoog cannon a while ago. I would love the Gelgoog cannon to get its missile pod buffed the same way this suit did, but yeah, I'm kind of rambling way more than I needed to here, so I'm going to end the video here. So, yeah, that's going to be the end here. Comment down below what you think about the, Gelgoog High Mobility Type UL. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.